Okay, hello everyone! Welcome again to Anna First Home University. Okay, so as you can see, I am here inside the Kingdom of Dia and Gaelic. This is actually their study room, also known as playroom. Yes, Gail? So here comes the Tag-Iasa room, one of the Tag-Iasa room. So here comes Gail. So Gail, can I use this room for my lecture? Okay. So you say hi na lang. You say hello everyone. Welcome to Anna Floor's home. Again, hello everyone! Welcome again to Anna Floor's Home University! Okay. Works na si Mami ha? Okay. So, for this lecture, I will going to talk about something that would sustain all the strategic plans that we've been talking about in the previous lectures. We have been talking about strategic planning, formulating goals and objectives for the organization. But usually, the problem with these goals, the problem with these strategies is that more often than not, these strategic plans are just being shelved, no? Murag butang lang siya pang display sa usa ka shelf, no? But of course, there are exceptions. There are organizations that have been really doing what they have been planning to do. But more often than not, the strategic plans and the objectives will not become a reality or will not materialize because of some certain constraints. So that's why I'm going now to talk about how to execute those objectives, those plans that you have been drafting on your strategic plans. Okay? So, and this lecture also is dedicated to my colleagues in the college because I venture into another work. No, not another work. I'm still in the same institution, but I'll be focusing more on other aspects in the university. I'd like also to dedicate this lecture because me and my colleagues in the college, we just finished crafting our objectives for the college, and I just want to. It's very heartening to look forward to be able to see that all those plans, all those objectives are being materialized. So, for my colleagues in the college, this is for you. Okay, so I will be doing a series of lectures about the 4 disciplines of execution. I will not do all this in one video, in one lecture, because it's lengthy. Okay? So, actually, what I'm talking about is the book of Chris McChesney, Sean Colby, and Jim Holling. Okay? I think Sean Colby is the son or brother of Stephen Covey, the author of the 7 Habits for Highly Effective People. And it's really very practical, it's really good. Now, going into the book, okay, so what happens when an organization has almost perfect strategic plans? Okay, so, but planning is not enough manggod, diba? What we really want is that we get to see the fruits of those plans. We get to really implement and to really reap the benefits of all those objectives that we've been planning and that we've been really strategizing about. So we want to achieve our goals. No? We don't want just to create a strategic plan just for compliance. We don't just want to have kanang mga objectives in an organization so that we can have something to present to the accreditors, but more importantly, we want to use these plans actually so that we will be guided in our day-to-day transactions in the office, in the organization. Now, the problem is not all strategic plans, not all objectives are getting into reality. Because having a strategic plan is one, but it's another thing. It's another set of actions, and it costs another effort so that these plans will be materialized. We have so many things that we want to achieve for the organization, but we do not consider that our ability to execute is very, very limited. We have our plans, we want to achieve our goals, no? But in between these two things, the plans and the achievement of our goals, here comes effective execution. Para ma-connect ng duha, dapat naa kay action of effective execution. Now, this lecture is all about it. Okay. Sometimes lang good, there are sets of plans, there are sets of strategies that can be implemented right then and there. Diba? Like those plans that just a stroke of the pen away. No? Like, for example, you want to acquire an organization, so if you have the funds, if you have the contract with you, and nagka-come up na mong agreement between the other parties and the other organization, and then you sign the contract, and then that's it. It's a done deal. And then there are also other kanang implementations na if imo lang siyang iingon, if you want to have a change in the process, no? So you just write a memo to it. You just want to inform your employees in the organization. You just write down a memo telling them what to do, and then that's it. It's being implemented. However, most of the strategic plans are more than that. If ever plans or objectives needs behavioral changes, that's when it's difficult to really execute things, because it requires people to change their behaviors. It requires people to change their routines. It requires people to change their way of doing things at work. Diba? And for you to change people, it's not easy. So it takes more than just writing a memo, because the misconception some of the leaders in the organization is that they feel that if they already issued a memo, and then that's it, it's a done deal. Yes, maybe in the dissemination of the information, it's a done deal. If you are really after of the effective implementation, and if whether the objectives of those kanang change of processes are being met, then it takes more than just a stroke of pen. So, kana siya, no? And sometimes when plans or objectives are not being met, sometimes it's easy to blame certain employees, certain people. Yeah, even if usually pag obvious na kaayo, yes, you can blame people, but if you are a leader and you constantly blame other people, and you constantly find yourself blaming these sets of people, these sets of offices, maybe it really is not just the fault of a certain person in the organization, but maybe it's an indication that you need to really look into the processes and the systems in itself that's been working or being implemented in the organization, because sometimes it's not just people, because more often than not, according to the authors of the book, the fault is actually inherent in the system, because actually there are deeper reasons sa GDI why people are not able to change their behaviors, why people are not able to adapt these changes that is. As a leader, if you are trying to execute things, you have to have this systems thinking. No? You should be able to evaluate that if you change this particular process, you realize that this has effect on the other departments, the other offices, because an organization is a set of interconnected individuals. It's a set of interconnected offices. If you will just look sa setting as a university, if you will just look sa instruction nga part without really considering research or production and the other fourfold function of the university, you will fail because you might be imposing too much on the same set of people who will also deliver or get the target of research, of production, of extension. Okay, so that's it. I was able to tickle your imagination about how to execute strategic plan. Wait for my next lecture. We will talk about the first discipline and then followed by the second discipline and then followed third and the fourth. Okay, so see you in the next lecture of the four disciplines of execution. Bye-bye.